na yejuma it's about time wa say hu ni sane manema we ni nyina so dipa yi free yemu yenya kwala bio yenyini na de we anya no say on ye suko no ma ne wa yenya suko no ma unya try to so you can reason as a human being and you have every right to say when things go wrong. Yet even tanawa say oh you are hene na so to na din se hunu din se fu a yet even fan kana akasetia we and akasetia na be one day we are so be abewu because we are so be abewu et yen kasa and now man near masisa than later I in chiliman baba mom so baba be diatem e kan kwa do baba be diatem mo ache we because ya no mum ye hwe han abraya ka ho asem what you say ya no mum ye hwe han abraya ka ho asem this is the time we need to wake up and say it as it is than say we being hypocrite akwaya akwala do so bu ade akwala do so bu ade na se pani jimi a tu jimi ka jezo jimi Bible kra say nye nipa bia mitri nyi afudwunu bia nanim nyansa wajimi akwala do mu jimi no mo na be pani jifu so mu jimi a o se ka to so mu jimi enye so bia be so mu ade na to na mu ade na to na hwedin na ne me ko na hwe ye hwe sofo anya de ya masa manasa o mu so mu suban so mu ni to mi kra ho a they need to speak when they speak things will change and as smart catch o mu say so na odi pipa ne bae no a wo senso na so hurugina no o manfo hurugina ya ka manfo be du achi amaka de no ka be stop it eto aye high am ya wo o se bremu bi because yes comfort bone a wo comfort bone o se kuro be bone bo timbi
na me pache o Samuel before so be call me na me say mama 2 minutes me Samuel akasa biu obi be bi sa say otumfo onye chief o oye king oye ohinimu a
yes
na onye hene ketwa so oh asantema ye empire je say ano dene enti se wo be kasa kura no a wonya sure say e wo so the common sense e to asem na be kanu because baby a wo wano kokojo na no den
so for baby enu ho ono na kan sa na say enim say on na say pan ye pra to kumase a na say to asanta wote me na me kan
sa
yes e kan mra ne no hu bi sa pan ye kra to asanta ro ja wote nti die benti na ekoso asa ne we say nyina koso emre tintini o de amfa ne say NDC for time betwa na naba e we twa 4 years 5 years mu no okoi ne boa ti sane ma ye koso nyina ye kan ho say nyina rant nobody condone that but yanti sweet me na ho ma de so do ne mesi kono what you say the way ne mesi kono ne me kwa chew o hwe so ye pompe ma manfo treated water per by her to say chlorine am chlorine push you what to say
nana bozu
so na ka say free pipe mu ba no
nana bozu gina here why
bajayo
I have to the people because it's your tell what sense you now to the point so na pumping ban so first day so yeah was here use maybe 2 liters and now we have to use like 20 liters in order to treat a so na e ban upon in akasa kro so ni timi ekre amama for numbi and at the end of the day no so na no matter ya dey side ma it so na so to na wan kasa wan ka bibia na sa kola to na sa ran ka jesa na na o ye no bia o ye na nya o se wadidi ataru kokobudi
Zami hold on mami osofo brobe wo ha eneme mana to ne bo ne du anu akasa na na osu acha ho ka bibi kire sami mami ene sa ne ye be kono ene minister disagreement be ba pa but ye mi ore ya asofo etu ka bibi kire mami
so we are volley o se na boile eti
ka bibi kire sami mami ana me ma na mom ka bibi kire sami mami
nana bozumbra
nana bozu sami se nana sebi mintimi kan de okan ene mum pese o kire se ofo ade Twene Jonas e kan so se sebi we ya panyin na utifie na
minia
ujimi a o de ma e de na be kan kire no
de me pese be kan ma minia sami ti ase ne se ani bie no aba but enkire se wani abia na panyin andane yakora wani bia
na ukasa no ama punchline sa memu asame be fa so
Yabi na but say me gana ma sa me chine me bia se wani bia nche se panyini aya akora ana wani bia ye fa soro kura nya example
Say now 2 minutes. 2 minutes in kasa 10 the panel na do 2 minutes.
Sofo ye mi bi e wa so dem enya de papa. Enche se disrespect sofo no kire se bia sofo ade a ye nye. O se utimi kire bia se bia so ne ye koni se beboa. Ba se obegina odidi sofo atmansa na bia o suggestion no de aba no. Enya de papa. Otumfo ya kana sem the whole world ye reti a otoso 3. Etu ubie wano aka asoma kire se apanyin we ya. O se se bi udwi hu me no adwen hu me nsa. Twene Joseph wasimo kan no. All start to say otumfo no kura no. That right there no is a big insult. So to fear now back just say you daddy, even in America, in London, how will you feel? You daddy is just an English word, but you daddy, it means something else. So many are saying Canadian. Sabi, who can't say, but can you?
Nana the ultimate guy in no. Nana province Samuel Boat the ultimate guy in
we are here to educate. We are here to educate.
Now that was the trouble. Samuel said, Nana
Bonsu say, okay, software. How many congregations and a software? You're comparing apple with oranges. What did them say? You're comparing apple with oranges because you're comparing a king with a person. Or what do you say? What do you say? Science, yeah, that's a video, yeah. And that's all the young for or that. What do you say? Or that. But they look for free, just so cry and said, just free. Do you know how many people are saying sooner than a warm? What do you say? Do you know how many people are that now at the home? A warm, a snip of black, and our community is warm. It serves thousands or millions of people. It is only has been going on for ages or years. You so called and that's all you're not just for 2 4 face, but for him
oh, that's what we want to be drive. Or 9 to 5 hours. You are one of the
Bismarck, you took us out.
Minister that would do donors. I will call you come from. Every day more. Every day you see more.
Your friend is saying, Sammy, Bismarck, Kabila Sammy, Nientia, Emerson, and 90 and Canny. And then now, if you said yes, what did yes, I'm a kind of Bismarck?
Me take a crash.
Who response be man and Zanwako? More convincing the Nientia won't mean Yatem. Or members also for the Becassa. More convincing the Nientia won't mean you to what him.
Yeah, very attempted here. I mean, me feel say, baby, I don't know, it's okay. I'll say, yeah, be a possible because at the end of the day, here's the thing. Awareness, what I say, so didn't do a term, I didn't pay for a term, no. It didn't get his attention. What I say, until baby, losing piano. Yeah, y'all say, yeah, as a youth to say, I was said it's here, and you want to we have to, I say, yeah, attended Jenny now say, yeah, you share your own mind because I say, the attempted the here's the thing. Oba could mommy attempt, Oba could papa attempt. Until I end the day, no one share, yeah, you to cry a crash because Obi could Obi mommy attempt, penny, Obi bedin papa attempt, penny. Last time I missing do mommy attempt, own penny. If you know, as a country, or say, you're apostle, they are shifting from the insult to say, fixing the problem. That's what I think.
Okay, all right. Sammy Watty, Sammy Cracker, okay. Mammy Fat Sammy. Sammy, any of my last word in Equa. Why? And go for a one. Sammy, my last word, Major Empire.
So for the American say, the American say, don't come. Because this is the time. I'm here, and that's all free because Kusi. So Kusi now could do an accord, not the open. I don't bet a jack now, the job. And we said, said, I'll appear, and I catch almost said, I have a question almost a son. That's almost a son, that's also maybe because now, you have to just to one necessary. Ghana company for every man who goes any who said, what? I did one person when you're buying. You used to oh, you're not be able to say, I not the baby. When the guy did the baby, I am baby, a police, and I was listening to Sapamaya. Yes, it is a comedy. Now, this is the time when they need to do something about it because they've been sitting there, they've been sleeping too long. But yes, your mind is say it also no.
Okay.
That's what they expect them to do. Because these kids are our only hope right now. Because politicians, you need to be able to.
Sammy, better answer. MC line after the you said I hear that clear, but it's okay. You're 2 points and I say why.
Okay, that's
okay. Thank you. It was for next Sammy no so. At the moment, that's right. Sammy be having the moment occur. All right, maybe also bro be na point is saying.
Nyame adom bako ozo.
Yeah, the nyame ase. Nana G, it is saying.
Onyame adom me ho ye pa na enro bi ka che say so fu bro bi akwaje bribe didn't say no kakra akonya no me say wo mo ma me sanka
okoje fi hefa
Me ko do
camp no de bi no be akwaje fi na obi na ka che me didn't say no akra onya ye bia no ma me sanka me de
okay, me baby so baby be joining your discussion and I'll be very happy pa. Who your ba na o hwe me na person join here. Asosika check you messenger ma send you message. Asosika. Aye. Na Apostle Jacob on pacha pom ti say. Apostle so mute yen.
Me ho ye pa nyame nhira obi a me chi obi a me ye pa. Brother ni pa break akrabate.
Oh. And then me nje nche ti say dem je mo che because madawo ni pa ne dos nti e be ba na na bonsu em say memma wakasa na wako na pe no obi fofo asa ba bi na wa no kra ye busy crowd do nti
na ne ye busy na
den na peta oka
ade ba kwa be pese me draw attention mo obi a ko se ye kro ni development no otumfo obetima pushi but on me for government no yan fe bibi se ADC manch ne gukura government ne bibi abrofo ne so mo ma bi otumfo na tutu ne nam ko South Africa ana ona abrofo ne ko kasa aye ka che mo se ne manfo no omu hia adwuma nti omomra asana gofu yo masaba se o mafa nipa more than 10,000 almost at a year juma. I will push you for more share more for being come. Obakuma Oba Asante Regina. She say yes, see different malls. Asanteman is a new Ghana. But nipa there. Oh yeah, baby will have a to kakra. Baby will have a kakra. And on just say, Sabi or Heno on your juma. Another Sabi, when you near my name maybe. Now, who am I? Where Hena now? My president say, or stop Galam say, no stop Galam say no. A month for actually, yeah. Now catch your president is a miserable to an amobi. You say, or he didn't fit preoccupy my casa obey your moon. Or frown on Casa on Chino, Casano, and son until ya, or Bobo bed or so. A bindia. Obakacha said, Jinapoca on Yao Sony. Naza Napoca says here, or catch him said. Tena quantity na sena moye ne be na we amotia sena mosomoye so enti e basra manfo sabi asam na de utimi kan de opose oka ba memo no ntia pe se de obi anu tia wa anya ode no e mo anu ntia panyi bible kura se sena oba ya wo na ba ware wa asase so no memo anu ntia panyi bi a wanyi ni che wo enti na
before so be kono yesi obi eba ewu ena mu nsuo we hu yawo obi or a disability ena mu nsuo we hu ebi mu nya yare ahodo eti nipa a ewu no na me ye otumfo asem na meke na ye panyini bi na wo tena ho na sa ne ma no koso a ne ye di watemu a atemidi die ne how ana nipa o ma hwere mo nkwane na hu hia Ede na wasanka hunhia wasanse mienu yi.
Oh, minua I me dey adwe ko achi kakra. Before say be elections no. Ye nyina hwade bia. Ye hu say na fe water bodies no na mu clear. Them say right after elections no. And I must have force futugu and omuntu a asagin se mu say no. Because ye betoba no ye nyina hu say camera say kwa around na nsuo no ni te that was a perception obi awo. Yes, no kra otufo ka se pane kra tofo mokumase abonte hoche. Na okasa no onpa che se de eka ekeka ya ne nyina eken obeti bi.
Oh, da bi na wonim nya so obeti wonim ni nyina.
Asa me na iri tie news ono mu tie news amanfo so ka kire no. Na ne kra ne se asem ne keka kono obeti ba panyina odue se mate mente. Ohene papa ne se ohene a wati bibia obeye ho adwuma. Enye de obegyina badwuma be dede. Na me abetie yi no me pa chawo untimi convince me say me ye omo ya wo kan de unya convince me say enipa ewu enipa hwere omo nkwa yensuo ne sei ohene no onya nhwe han nkosi da ben convince me me tip of B. There was a big meeting, a very big meeting that went on then a program na najo very big meeting, heated meeting u pastor ba menu mienu upa
na na wo se twi kasa na no wo se wo pastor ba menu mienu wadi matem
me pastor me chef menu mienu wo
ya sante kasa wo se wo pastor ban wadi matem
wo pastor ban me se wo pastor ban ma no ensi na so menu mienu ya yankufa sonko betimi di bibia ma wo a enkwa abonten me ameno kase betimi di bibia ma wo hu se bibi cost very serious. Akwa du baby a sabi ebi mu kwa na esifo mama ochehene efiri baby ofiri akọ baby fufuro. Na sa anamon mu aden. Na nye se de obi ye no, na sa anamon no mu tunu dada. Na ni abro otu sa anamon no dada. Oti ase. Eti sanse ba yekekan no. Sabi ewie akọwie hwan so because ono enumunya wa waji no wiase abansan no segana ne ba ono hefa na otena hwan na odi ni so enti sane mani nyina o much concern about it otu ho na mo na sabi bia ne se obeka wo ya hwede bi mu ye ene koka de ehu chese na kede bi mu so ba den ye fa elections here example ofra ma ama na ekufa do obi ante da obeka ase na obi tie enti ye oni bebre o ya ni pante
yo nana is a nipa ne bedo so ntino mesa me de obeto akire wo so sa ba mu anu asa ba mbi why okay mo nana convince mo no mo nchro yes my na fe no me ma so for
me introduction bro pasaba
yes
my baby na nipa na ba ne nche no
okay kasana
I am very very big fan and I just want to introduce him to your boy.
Okay.
Bro.
Oh, Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Blessings.
Nampacha Bomboko there.
Yami adum bibia
I'm your friend of Freeborn. Utie program no pa.
What your friend is saying?
Mr. Freeborn.
Oh, Freeborn.
Yes.
There's someone that was born free.
Exactly.
Oh, fantastic. Abusafo, munchia Mr. Freeborn my wife. Ne man akwaba to LMLS. Ai, so she actually pan uchia ye, ichia pa. Na me ma nkokwa, obeka bibia chiro bi ansa na Mr. Freeborn.
How can I say that? Well, yeah, Yamisha will be contributions are more very, very interesting. Mr. Ndema for so keep in touch, ideas will be added by Unioma Kosu, Fie, Neoma and Koyi, Nadia Kakam. Near to a drain here castle, a can, Neoma Boom, Nada Chimbiana, and Brian, a movie. Moses topics no range, but Fanny be pretty. Nina and Sobwa. Keep it up, Mommy Andrea, Huna. Yeah, and conscientize a lot of people because that's what it is, conscientization. Ubia my just say it's assembly by Becca. Becca, you can't 2 years so it's me. It's Yasubioni, I cochiana tree. Binum crown moon can ye. Now, Kofa assembly, Abanu Bia, Sumubia, Canada. ya ni achia no ni ya ba na ewo mu no na ya do fe ne kakra ni ya re cycle no ni the message no ewo mu na ankasa ama manfo enti me nkoso na obi anzo nkoso nye the oil.
Yeah, that's Mr. Freeborn.
That's the best I can say.
Marty, thank you.
Right,
Yo, man. You. All right. You.
Freeborn, the unpacker, I mean, I'll say it. I mean, this is a big guy. You know, he went for the Federal Reserve. No joke.
Oh, wow.
Big guy.
Federal Reserve, I also didn't come on.
No. I'm not joking, you know. But we have people who can go back home and make it happen. But I said, if they are making it here, and if I say big guy, Federal is that big, and I say big. America economy, they run it. Oh, I gotta say,
kind of big.
Okay.
Relative.
Was it big deal relative?
The important thing is, we grew up in Ghana. We did all the grassroots new money beat for some of the political leadership there. So we know the roots very well. And you go through it, we still keep in touch. We know where there are problems. Problems nearby and being a part of society is more important than whatever else you can become. Every time I talk to people, I try to relate it back to your humble beginnings back in Ghana and what we see happening there. There are a lot of us who and I've been so very tired back to it. But some of us, we have confidence that we'll retire back to the system. So if that is the case, then we have an enshrined interest in making sure that the system works. And hopefully the system will begin to work very soon.
All right. Thank you very much. That's so important. The system will work. It's our prayers, the system never working. Also, bro,
people like this, we want to talk to him on a certain level about economic management or Ghana. And the way everybody because sometimes the entire atmosphere is fragmented with only financial management, no commentaries, or a journalist in TSO to make us then the reality of how the economic management is totally variance with the opinions out there. And when you have people like this now, I think that next time we have to talk to you, and then you will take us through the processes, how economies are managed, and the issues with IMF, World Bank, World Trade Organization, and all that. We'll give you that perspective. I think that will help.
It will be a very interesting conversation, born out of different philosophical understanding. Whatever people can, bring to the table. But I always say, at the end of the day, what is in it for the people? What is in it for the people for whom we govern, right? A lot of it will be very interesting, and I'm always available if we need to talk, regarding stuff like that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Freeman. It will be a pleasure having you on board. And you Becca's are back doors because such education. Senior Osofo Rubicon will be very important, and anyone that wants to make money or understand how money works, they will really benefit from your expertise. And it's an honor. Basically, that's a power for this. Now, Nyami Adumoa, you really have such a wonderful platform for this.
Okay, Pastor.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, now mama me baba ko pe akwaba ya santo obede ina yentem o baba ko pe me kasa se e man hwan de beba oba bi anya courage ama asosika the way what body there e ye mfita na ai hey ene o gina he anza na baba me man no
okay baby a me gina pa Jonas ne de me gina na chi
enkasa biu Nana uzu ajao. Pepa jao. Apostle Jacob oni kasa nana obaso. Eden na pesa oka. Twene Jonas. Asoso otanechi. Captain Smart tanechi. Pepa cho please. Eden na pesa oka.
Me da se pin so the wama me am kwenye me che obi bia o che bi
I make feedback.
Samum
Meaning say you now says one of us. Okay, it's gone now. Perfect. Yes.
So me too.
But if me here.
Okay. Nana Yemko.
Okay. Twene Jonas Obomoden say obey bibi na Ghana so ayeyi. Omo ene Twene Jonas ya adwene menene ya adwene ewo efa bi. Dwumede na odi no menene ya adwene ofa bi.
Is he really disturbing the nation or disturbing nation in peace?
Undisturbed nation, no.
Okay.
Undisturbed the nation. Onyendru ho krana.
Okay.
Onyendru ho.
Hey, nana ne kasa idea obi e ka bio.
Sofo, onyendru ho, and I will tell you the reason why onyendru ho.
Yanko.
If you truly want to disturb the nation, your kwanya ye faso e disturb the nation. Bako on say ene okasa. Ba yen hwe baby a Twene Jonas efri a oba. Also say na okra cliché bi, na okra jargon bi. 24/7 the system is working. Glass and kwa. And people saw him say, well, a funny guy. So people began to, follow no. Say, the oil no. Efe. E umisa na or compare American life to Africa and as a Ghana. But omo America so bet my culture say 98% of in semana Twene Jonas na all can say glass and kwana eduane be free and at no. Most of in semana na a fallacy. Na ensam no correct. I say offer basa which your monthly ticket. Yen check you wa a free mount. But some ba inside that on be control wa. You have to bring out your ticket. A ticket and free. And no government will run transport say a free because fuel no more de ma or you understand? But baby, what bedru say now? Or try say obemi yehu yaudia ewo Ghana no. Some of us and obi bia no ye na ya can be. Up to now we are all saying it. Say they should fix the country. Me some because of fix the country me point baby me say abandoning the nation. So some of us we have attacked the government to fix our hospitals, the galamsey system, the economy, our employment system. My try say member government who say there are areas where you have to concentrate. Na munjai political talks Eti Twene Jonas or ya dear pa say on also chena adwene. Na ene me bu baby kire me amenua me ka che ne say funtum funafu denche funafu omofu ye baako enso omu didi a na omo pre edi ntra ayemin mu dentra. What you say? Eti wetwi no ni nane say Ghana be ye yie edi amayen said dear Twene Jonas eka no sempenifo no ejai galamse ni ye ebeboa Ghana say oman no eye yie a me nua bi mbehame obia so bedwo no. You understand? But yen share baby a ade no kodru ye to the point say ekoye edidi atem. And me who say most of ye support no. And no me try bibi wo me say has insult helped in any way in the development of a nation?
Ba for be catch you say ani.
Bepem ne minya answer.
The reason nana asem na obi say na ba for be catch you say ani.
What you saw for me ba? Bepem ne minya the answer. Do you know the reason? Say attended na ye de echichire o my dear. Eneka Ghana or sanka ebro America. But do you know the funny thing? And you may be a Ghana for during course. I say Ghana system, it was within the first day to the 14th day. And some are making obipa or marking tour. Assembly beba Ghana be a pejani mua within 2 weeks, 14 days. Maximum no na assembly to cha. Yen can cross same view. You understand the point? Me men ko baby a Twene Jonas ya to me say enye attenni na odi aba system no mu a video ba ko bisaka obo ya nka bo say obo otumfo din edi natem o say onfo bia ho
Nabo.
but ye na so ye nim say ye say aboa bi nuwa ana anoma bi nuwa owu a ne takraka wiem ebeba fom kuntu hwane a na chi na beko anya hwe ye wo amanoni na no ye na ye wo abusua ewo fie so to komana say eti eboa say efie be yie na emfa burden embre ye ye wo ha ba se okodi atemo a se na menua bi kan ye no okodi obi papa atem owo abusua owo nuanom owo family owo friends yembisa say udi ne pana tema na ne pana ka say wodi atempa o enso memfa what is going to be the next line of action and then the funny thing I make catch you say on shaky Ghana no say sofo program ye me share me time we ha ya run an hour and 25 minutes ofri say obi oti Ghana ebenya data say o tie yen 3 hours and as 4 hours there be eti ye what platform isu na ne ye wo amonone but the hypocrisy in say ye be yodum Ghana for ye tanachi ade ne nipa kona otanachi no ontwe camera na on kan de Twene Jonas say kan bi no onye bi so for me to say amonone na nipa mienu pe ana edi atem ba ko Germany ha ba ko US but Ghana so kan ye 30 million ye wo outside Ghana kwana ye ebia be we me fan say be 10 million kwana and 5 million kwana why is Twene Jonas ene King David omumienu nko a etimu amotai na chi no me masam ne say so free say eye dia say odi atem dia why don't you also put camera on you begin to insult na ye hu say ene no asem ni na kwaye insult na eba ana eba sheba because insult to ebi abafo might be a weapon if you nipa be 10 million na Facebook one man day anopa obi a di atem a ye beka say yes ene kofo ni abro but this is the case one person per maximum nipa 2 but people are behind their cameras sharing and saying so yetanachi and this is the hypocrisy Twene Jonas so yemi nuakuma me pebo na asem or with the zeal but yemu bi de yehu Rollins all beba no yehu bi Junior Jesus JJ do something before you die ye to abawie ye 2000 o free so bantima ye koto of daka
nti yesa na me ba o me te wase a na asem ne de de all kan de wo so ne ne ya adwen na emom no adidi atem na wo mpe
hono na make say atenye na me because asem ne de sofo enso ne say yo eni pewu you understand bibia nkoso Ghana ana anshase na nado pay so etime mi blemu na nado ade no ehase achebet on say the tiama ade we no apro ne ben na say people are beginning to get fed up with the politicians. You understand? Because omuna yeto abade mo yembi sasa Twene Jonas kodi asante hinatem but asante ne ye ento abama no obi ankosale ankotwa abama
na me pacho omo ka say se what na ho na nsu na say a na wo sa akwaji hu skedi a na ya na wo nyanyansa ne ye du bu man ye no obi en fa mu man ye die se jimi na wajimi enti ye kasa no a omo say na me ba omo so mu ni watemu but they are really describing the things that you've done and that is where they placed you na no so way
sofo hwe on say minim so minia bafo enim bibi me pacho asem kokota say ye bisa say evidence when
but a lawyer ni wa how bisa lawyer ni no am
anytime you bisa lawyer do we have evidence say
bafo nye lawyer lawyers danso net wo
but me ba
lawyer danso on say Nigeria
lawyer danso okay but the mention say on say obi had an attention ekona na ayi wo tumfo eho because Twene Jonas di politicians atem no Ghana ase na ekọ obi ahu but o try ye na oba ohene ho no ana mafo hu say abofra hoyi te say wo di atra a soldier anything no I was so where you point ni na say nana koka say enhyemu bia no mo hia 30% of any pay wo no any momo mo ye galamsey but the point in say yen kan krepa otumfo say me the other time I can say I was disappointed in otumfo simply because say utimika say unim nipa 30% a wine nim nipa omo etu galamsey dia aiding and abetting me use that word by mbisa say excavators are yeshini when the government or the king a government it is a ohini bi kwa to be tika and nanado say excavators no one won't ask them pakoko or no because on the kura to me Ghana to me krano it is a young funny say in quote sanana asantini kwa eyebia was it yen shit nana excavator
nana pacho 1 minute nana chaka 1 minute
it is so for media ne tintin and say asem na all can no I love it ye na no ye can be we are all advocating for it but the insult because insult no obey and politicians obey di ni ahwe so bebre what again it media me say 4 years beche basanke betima ye di pa 4 years then and then we will tell politicians and we will show them where our kokumuti can lead you to. But for the insult, ubedi atemuna no abroche for na show. Glass and kwa nipa 1 million abroche for na show. Ghana for bi nipa be 5. Akobi ko Ghana na no si Facebook so a wo kasa ye dedi. Oko Ghana a wo ko bi sakuo bi. Omo si ye nim ko lukura. O say sa ana hu say Ghana for kwan hwe no. Ye backing ye support no 83 Rollins A2 plane eba Ashanti region Kumasi fo ina daye Asante fo kasapa enso ye sromoja ye hufuo eti ye be kiti ma ye ne gririm obi aba koda me stroma Twene Jonas because onim say o ka no kre but baby ode fa no me stroma no you can never you can never be a hero or a heroine living in somebody's land. If you want to be a hero, you have to come to your land and be a hero. Yet me trouble chaha enka say ya ebia ya ye bibi na ya ye ninkophobia ko ako na ya yetimi awenium. You can never be a hero in somebody's land.
Nana ye
a hero and a matter you have to come to your land. Die there. You say obani krom Kwame Nkrumah beje independent mind one time most of Nkrumah beje independent ever fighting for liberation omu na trabrocha anya tobe nobody use social media we support no you go there and then you face the people demonstration and Eka said drop the chamber he went to parliament one time Facebook and one time Brocha said drop the chamber no he went there yet say no Ghanaians stood say munjai no. That is what we want. Or mine, the government, the politicians should fix it. Fix Ghana for us, but not insult. Not insult. Something else. Madam Ase.
Nana ebe dance. Nana dia ye minya okwan na because you kasa wi na magya akwan nipa na egu akire the doors.
Mate sopo. Mate sopo.
Mate. Anaso di bibi be wie preko. Wo bibi apeso
bibi na ne say Ghana nesu on yesremo amayofo monye Ghana mayen fix Ghana for us ahemfo a mogije enkrofo sika moje China fo edemo ebegu mremu a mo se Ghana nsuo enipa ewu no nyame humo nyame mu be
asema o kan die so wi a ene o magimi o because e o kan die Home coach you go for sika mesadia who say sabio there is a trend be a very I believe say my social media define who we are ye jai our goodwill our parental guidance ye de ma ye no abe copy bibi from social media and then among for so edit attempt good one can also camera so endi atem wo ba
said, Diana, what they say, Accra, what ten say, Atenidian Emro, Yate, Ebeba, but Enana, Obidiaba, what the Obiba, Eba base scapegoat, on Casa. When your boy Siakuno de Niti Edakwaji Achrama, Twene Jonas Sabi Prediasta, Bibi Tuna, Ghana for Bekawasema 14 days, ye rebe Twene Jonas, ye rebe Ernest way, Ernest Awakwa drop the chamber, or way. You understand? This is how Ghana is. Twene Jonas, oh yeah, Juma, Gawo Yeno, Yemubi, Yeni Jehopa, oh Tre and Yoma Wabruchre, America, Yembe Ghana, but Mr. Minia. Atemidiani die dropo membo din otumfo because akonya na si won esosene wo ka se wo ka asante akonya ana sofo ma meke bibi ade a esre kwan se otumfo de ekosu na no unu se onte ye
o amzo ate
onte ye obi obeka se otumfo ate bia na eyentro otumfo nte se abrante bi de Twene Jonas ndina tem
okay.
So ati plan so a otumfo enipa bia ehia no nanso sofo me no obedi nkomobu akira a obi nim Twene Jonas a onka che ne se onya abotre
okay
efi se amafo be oyodum ba de ebeba na ebe ye onko a tamre no na omo a ayi mi nuaba aso no mu na ada wo no bia refu ade ne besi no no mu na ada na obi akọ ebu efi se Abrante kwa yete ne nka che na bia na de besi no Twene Jonas ye powasem oh boy duma but nyabotre memma social media views any likes endi utrimu dem emba wo anye bibi ntra na debi no wan kwa kase me hu yanka ebise pelipote ye boarding the shemra eyemusuo ye boarding the editutu mra so a eyemusuo asem sebe ndamase
na ebedase no adwenkyere na misha pa ya misha. All right, thank you abujafo ai let's say ye ne kaka akrasa ene de oba ya na akọ na aka we Bismarck ko beka sa no wakọ ana Bismarck ko mute me Bismarck ko beka sa no wakọ
mpacho
okay ene kasa na me wi na ba introduce lawyer dance ti odi me pese o kasa wi a na hu han kakra aso de me na stand by because oyo baba ko free so be ha me e wo say yes screen animu ye fe oba na beautify screen anim e di onna so kakra maye ai Bismarck Africa za
the American say, for the past week, as a, Twene Jonas the same way in Galamsey and everything has been the mainstream. Obia can be, and the Obia Kevin is a very, very important, say to me, I dare say. So what I'll say this time around is, we just gotta wait near Tokwa. Baby, I say, corner. A man for AI too emotional about it, and the moment they best in Tokwa, we can fix it because at the end, and yet, and they say, in this Twene Jonas, so we do it for 10 minutes. I mean, we can address it. Next time maybe But the bottom line is we create awareness. Ghana and a crew. I mean, gently and successful. We can do it. So we to point Asia, China, Asia, Jan, Thailand, they are to point villages now. They are China, Guangzhou, Beijing, Shanghai. No, typical villages. They be a Mako, Ghana, we are far better. But just say management, and so as a country, we have to sit down right now as we are speaking. Youth, and all that. It's good. So what do we do now from here? And let's fix it. That's all. Because you have to understand. Say, education. Ghana, 60% of the people and maybe I say. So I say, it's likely say, then I could be born likely to Ghana because I didn't have to wait. not on TSA. He's just going with his political party or whoever he loves. Democrat here. But he educated amount for the Galamsey, people say, SPA or whatever, and all those people are now. Brother has their job. Educate people about cyanide. Educate people about mercury. Let them see the danger and the effect of Tanya man. Woman, I don't come no one come here. So person that I'm saying, also young papa so here proper PPE and all that. Oh, yen and crop for by your friends there. According to Pat, now you can't no way side that. Trust me, we can never fix Ghana and Ghana for Muguabuchi. They can go to Ghana and help fix it. So many about for your platform, we see you can help. The lawyer know him. Muslim for me as in Amoye, who never and that's how we can build the nation. If the Americans say the insult must stop and start disrespecting, the elders, no honesty,
But this man, before it's all the corner, with this a question everybody's asking, say, and Penifono, you're so leading and fire the right path. Now, over the years, you show more actions. Now, the hanko for the cranies, I galan say, you buy a new sewer essay, and him we, you say, Omo body and Besebeka was an papa, and a bonio mudi over the years. Omudimiton's I say about Kumani Pabe and watch it. Bonio Modino. It's a binum so casse. Ya bre any Nana ya dance near Brebre and once a man. People are fed up and they are now calling a spade a spade. It's the spade that they are calling, say. Nana nephew, Nana Muya. No, Kwaji Wesika, so tons as Senamanoa. Someone anyway, when you answer, you didn't maya, or Bemo Mina Coswana. So, Omo Moka say, someone he will name answer. Are they wrong to say that? So, we or Hina and answer, or Hina in the Muno, or Yam Quasiade?
I said, I said, Obia from what I say, Obia mistake. The first Obia mistake, now that doesn't mean also no, also take the law into your hands.
Any part, and ya waburu to win. Ye ni page that's all my to assassin. What to assassin or he be a bua, yes, man. It's a mistake, Bonnie Pan, a woman team no moody in Crawford. And that's what
saying, I mean, Banasa, we be our was as to Ghana and saying, I mean, me to say, be a victim. But the thing is, you have to understand. Oh, I'm saying, no, I said you're with Jimmy and also with That's the way the system has been. What I say, oh, my, maybe the zoning of lands, abide Abemu, not line commission, the government is working with the king or the chiefs and whoever, the zoning of the lands, documented, not the idea. Oh, but the fact that I mean, we don't have any zoning or India, so people and all that. That's not the problem. But it's America, animal. Who do you think I see animal? Who do you see what crap on a damn Naodia as I say Yaodia? You have to understand. You know why? Because they understand. Or almost the name of Guaquemu, in Tenosano, or being cotton as I say, and money patent. You got us into your hand now, no. As long as you want. But the thing is, the problem is there. Oh, okay. The problem needs to be fixed. And so that's all I can say. Until insult maybe I'm a patch up. I can see that the youth are on, when you deal, that's a point of view, but it's not good. We have to be very careful with the insults. We have to. Now, let's tie that energy into how to fix the country and make it work.
Madam Bismarck, you been sharp for your time. Always. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Freeborn. Thank you. All right. Okay, Martin Bismarck. You make us later. Yo, bye. Abusia, to say there, I can't Nanaji, but before sending Nanaji, Bebemunu, Mama so for the back on Casamaye. Me and you are so for Bruby or so. Okay, all right. Mate. Apostle Jacob on the Casamaye na Feno, Nanaji Macasa, Babusia for me before so the Casano. Back for doing your introduction. I'm saying feedback will be a cheap. Back for the your introduction. Still animated feedback. Okay.
Okay. Now.
But lawyer Pachapum today, lawyer Danson. The way I tell relaxing when the lawyer no bow.
That's what Steven and Mestimo. So it's your commander question, yeah, you be my own.
All right.
You be my say, I say, Nehemiano.
Yeah, they are miasi. Yeah, they are miasi. Wonderful. Apostle and there's Dan Kwasaki. What's up for? Now, put today.
Nyamea dumo.
Wow. Me who watch you?
Papa.
Fantastic. Me pacho. Mute me na afi ne yem course of on. So why mess up meba was wenche.
All right.
Still I'm me ho obi device be mommy feedback. Apostle Koboni. I want mute me still, but for you one answer na naji.
No, me had a coup, Bibi and Adioha.
Lawyer. Okay. Okay, all right. Apostle Jacoboni, Papa, your patcho was off for second sentiment to Mauna Kasaka Krama so far. What in?
Okay. Good evening to all. Michebia Nyamin Sramo or Ejumapamo. We have to have an insight into this problem. Now, maybe feel say, all those galamse, that is an issue as, but the insults.
Feedback in which way?
Yeah.
But the insults
and still going on.
Lawyer
dance me patch mute when I'm in here.
Okay.
And
okay, we have to be very careful as a nation because, sir, when you have breakdown of authority here, you have chaos and anarchy. We have to understand, sir, there are forces, the forces that be, they are ready to move in and take over our lands. And if you create a situation of agitation, the forces that be will take advantage of that. They will arm some people and they will take over your land. Your infrastructures will be broken and they will come and build it up. Meanwhile, Ghana had become more than $30 billion. And anything that will bring unnecessary agitation, we have to stop it and stop it now. When there's a problem, how does a nation solve its problems? We have arms of legislature, we have judiciary, we have a government. Until you have MPs, if you have a problem, go and present the problem to the MP. Well, we have to do things not by the law of the jungle, if the jungle has a law, but by the right means, because we are a democracy. We are a public. Into being to me in Manhattan with a cheap phone or whatever phone and just insult all the leaders. One, it breaks the image of the country, brings up rebellion, it tears down authority, and finally you have chaos. So Memeka said, Twene Jonas, all the youth that are agitating, it must stop, I must stop now. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that many of the agitators, you see, they don't even understand anything about the problem. And you also have to understand, sir, many of the agitators too are just jealous people who are jealous of those who have made it in society. Some of the agitators too are people who are worried about the problem. Until you have a mix of people. So we have to learn from history. Yaka said the only thing people learn from history is that we don't learn from history. Rwanda, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Libya. Libya had one of the best economies in the world. And what happened? Seyan and Kofusori, they started rebellion and the West armed them. And finally, they've been taken over and they've become one of the worst economies in the world. So we have to be wise. When there's a problem, we have to define the problem well. Because you can't just get up and say, Obiejimi. Define the problem. What is the problem? Where is the problem coming from? determine the cause. What is the cause of the problem? Identify the problem, and then have your prioritize solutions and think of selective alternatives and implement them. But you can't just say, Obie Jimmy, whatever. We must be a wise nation, and this thing must stop and stop now. I'll say this and then I'll give it back to you. Carrying down of authority, it started with the abuse of the Bible, Jesus Christ, and God. Anybody at all, and also blame the media, could go on the media and insult the Bible, whatever. Then it went to the government. It went to our past president. Obi to me, Sorel Kase, Ohunse Mahama, also a toilet. I mean, what on earth is that? Who does that?
And yes, says spiritual talk.
Oh no, whether it's spiritual or physical, it's wrong. You see, what image are you presenting before the world? And if you want to make Ghana, the place of return or a tourist attraction, you cannot stand in a foreign land and insult your nation. People are going to, you see, it's going to have an adverse effect on people.
Papa, wait a minute, how Donald Trump issue a course to America. George Floyd issue, of course, people rose up and they really fought against the system. And the movie said that the satisfaction, of course, one riot TSC or London, I think it was 2012 or so. Mention and Kaiwichi, riot TSC, what happened because the youth were angry about something that went on. Many point in here with all this Angana urban over the years, Papa, we've seen young leaders. Be a disturb the youth, and if they keep ignoring the youth now, what we are hearing, are we not going to see more?
Okay, the riots in London and America ended somewhere, and the riots in Libya also ended in another place. So ask yourself, sir, why is it that the riots in America and London ended somewhere, and the riots in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Libya also ended in the demise of the country? We cannot compare ourselves to the Western nations. They are extremely rich. To be for £2 billion, now they are 1 trillion. I mean, they are very rich. They are rich because of factors which I don't want to mention here. So soon, Ghana is here. And one thing that I've seen is we begin to compare ourselves to foreign nations. It's totally wrong. We cannot be like them. We can improve our system, but we can never be like them because these people have done things. They've had a system of slavery. They have raped the world. They have done so many things. Ghana, can we do so? Into the Manhattan now to try buildings near there. You think that Ghana can be like Manhattan? You see, so we have to be wise because Kwani and Namsono is a dangerous road. And you have to understand, sir, people will also take advantage of this situation. Some army officer, some disgruntled groups. Now we are having the dichotomy of our nation because we who said Zongo 4 were Kumasi and Sono. Sorry. They said they will not allow anyone to insult their king. And so if the Zongos rise up, because any youth thinking in Anna, 1 year for this thing, you have a division, you have strife, you have civil war, and you have Boko Haram. You have Boko Haram. We have to be very careful. Let us act maturely. If there's a problem in our nation, let us act maturely and solve the problem. Instead of all this taking of phones and insulting and whatever. Thank
you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Mamin Kaiwe na memra na jisu wakasache na memra. Blessed man in Patriotism is saying, or say the 8th Parliament had passed the private member bill. Why are they not using it? The youth in Ghana are not angry. Okay. And their blessed man, so Ediaban. I wish I will have your face on the screen. Now you have a nice conversation. To say, I had you, because also Nanaji ne Bafo. Nanaji, over me 2 minutes. Minim say what you support and no. A day in our support 2 minutes.
Me dasi be brave, Papa. Me den chama abadwafo a yatenase anwumre ne yetiefo nyina. Last time I make a say no, me ka say me support Twene Jonas e one part. Na one other part so mene no enya adwene na papa me ka asem ko se company bia pese odire ne maba abonten a ye fra de bi advertisement oye na obo ho dawuro na se ko advertising mu a ye wade go fa na approach company no use approach bi na odi aye advert no so hwe adonko for advert ya omo use historical approach omo dressing crofo se tete atwam omo asane omo niam nyina na omo de omo advert hwe key soap omo use numerative approach akraketo obeya abaya na onni beye maame no beya akokora maame aberewa omo cheche say generation akwa abeto so numerative no say omo use number way age of 0 number say 1 age say we do this time and you ba kwa a thematic approach where they use a team and to me no Jonas use thematic approach and or the bar na dia no person oyim say me fat team will be na me the Tonya me ye no so a people will listen to me and they will like it
and the team will also know na ji me pacho me ba Kekele Emmanuel and I think few people me pamacho sensible people say obi can be now na nya adwen write your comment there but mema mon denigrate myself I don't think enya won anybody else etina say bia be fake account bi echi ni yehu anim na be church do pe bia no you are not making sense odi azie we are panyini ya wade se panyini obi a kire na adwen wo so kire wo so adwen tie bia wo ne won supporters that view no na naming people ne calling names there the pachopi ma wadwene ni nru ba bia o ma kiri ma be review commenter yen kan se bi fa ho why eti Ghana for do obi no nya adwen a no wono wo nya ntokwa den Israel don't do that. Let us move into another level when we are thinking one the macho medase nana kaza
medase bibiri papa eti na pese me chere say Jonas no all start say all ba abonten no bi ono kwa na fiti ase say opese me oya ade bi na o choose na approach ya opese ode ba na approach no part ba bi ne ya adwen say we show ba bi am yehu say so obi ka se Ghana entimi nye say abrochire da ni nipa kro nya adwene da to the extent say ye man no wo hwe geographically ne kese ene ye niema ye wo ene nipa ye wa say ye nya very good leaders ya and we can go even far better than some of these advanced countries ye to sum yenu fa me ne nya adwene na eye atem no a edu ba bi a etra aninton now so nim Malcolm X can sembi or say when you refuse me the ballot I will choose the bullet. I think say I didn't aye he adu ba bi say afei abufo no abru nipa bi nti ase so nti no nya aka no nyina no aye say ye besi bia meka nya ba bia mfa nye me sa na akọ wie hwe say oman an empire somebody describe Ashanti region as an empire say nipa odiso no empire na omanpanyi dada Eiii Kutu Ignatius Echampong esi 1,000 bedroom dan the CG na ahemfo aba ahemfo akọ yenya Santini ba ye friend J Kufu obeye president efie nwotwe a na ewo omanpanyi na ye friend King Solomon na wantimi antufo se dan we yesi ho mfie aduonu ni se ye kwra ne mane ye yi a nipa 1,000 betinya dam na si ho se de yenko bubu no a sebe sa kwra bi pese o discount sa se mu ya se na obeka no as much say Twene Jonas odi atemu a enya me de no some part so me feel say the only language ya yempanyimfo no betimi ate ase now eye ni asebe e ba abontin unim papa amaji say Rwanda ohun se wo hwe Rwanda se sitie ba bia started to see the husifo ntokwa a omunya leader oje oman ne se maje oman na fa me ye ni yie a na wa ye Rwanda se tram nyina ye admo Rwanda yet your man Ghana mu ye wo Minister of Aviation enfie aduonu nie ye ni alupri yet your man Ghana mu ye wo Minister of Railways ye didipa de se ni toano atua ne ka our office here, ministry, or wonipa more than 100 when I say, yentimi 100-kilometer railway and for trains so. Yet your my Ghana mu, ye minister mu for Zongo and inner development. So na Ghana Zongo, but be any who anything. Ye kwaya di Zongo ni akwaya astroturf e wo Zongo. Some land ko board so. Yet your my Ghana mu, ye minister sia ye wo, minister for gender. There no more ye, minister of youth and sports. You taking sports no one develop Niger youth no. And your branch at your mind mu, na say you pay 25 million. You can ball akode cap 4.5 million aba. Na branch enya adwuma nye. No sisi sebi omampanyin kwase a. Ye the chance. Waka. Me support atem die. Me peso be de otumfo atem. Oyo onipa odimu kese. Obi say obi kan ha sisi ya say ye kan hemfo mo wiase a. Otoso miensa. I don't think say no correct. Because Belgium ewo hene, Holland ewo hene, Spain ewo hene, England ewo hene, Kuwait fo obi. Oko Saudi Arabia omo obi. Sai hemfo have been able to prove say they are kings, they are ruling and they care. Eti to me no Jonas na approach no dey buy no. I think say a approach on who feel say this is the approach when I bring it out to her. Amanfo betie me. No better in America. And the approach has worked. But the only thing they say, a time now old, you know, you're on the choice. The mode of propagating his message, you know, and only yes, to buy na, or then send buy, you know, or propagating, no, I was some demu, a man 40 years. Time when Islam started, you know, Islam started say, yeah, but near Canada, yeah, young kun, a man 40 years. Until now, no. The New Testament say we are using the media to tell our story. Whether you like it or not, no, this is the way the youth want it to go. But baby, I may say, and penny for and started and raising no more active same penny for from now. It must be brave.
Medase, Emma on my baswina, no, Nana Yadase pa. You see, I can't me or soft group, and then the boy grandson, then you want Kasai. Nana, class captain, so Kasai. A man will be our voice. But a man, dear, me momo kasomo beko, or manima beautify the screen.
Oh, yeah,
my empire said, I'm a Joe Sheila.
Yan can be Nayan Yabi.
Munkabina Bunyabi. Okay. And your mammy call lawyer, no lawyer, Mimbisa lawyer say. Dear Costuina, no what Jelly saying. Because we're tear fan, you know, Nana G said, at immediately will be ampe. Then so the people have really called for it, and Penifono has called for it. And you know, omo can I question the dika? If you must say, and yet, you have a different approach, and the better lead it to war. Now, the Arab Spring, no one ever had him. So, you know, Momianshi and Kasai Muyi. Lawyer Danson, Lawyer Anderson, the patrol, as a new genius.
Also for me, that's Papa. My first acquaintance was Sanchia. Abijafunya Shene. Na ya damasi my jadaje. Na my betna.
Lawyer Wakasa and say my inky memu my kakra.
My inky memu you mati.
Aha.
Messi me dabijafunya nasi. Sene yajibre na yajunjun Ghana. Metia fenuno de yakunyina mehu meti. Ana me di debate nechi ache. On different platforms, different angles. Anna Twene Jonas crown, so my friend check. My friend check every time you obey video piano. Menya prompts to watch his videos. And before no man for the videos it's not them. But he came out on the street and started doing the videos. And that approach was very beautiful. And even if any no kind of to through the video very live. And in a bimo ebe say credit kakra no makwa trust no mahwe abuchi kakra no ma free so. Now, I was for nananum de Ghana see ho from 1957. Eba be see ene Ghana. Twene Jonas say no. Yes na I met mama instances from time okra me many fika kra instances kra every Godwin Avenue bonomo so starting o GBC I kokko fa assembly Dr. Rekubro Bedom started Radio Eiii. Etisi ngu mountain so. I kofa send me closest station it down. Echichi kokotum. Kokuba akonom. Kwasi platinum. Demonstrations. Omdi gu mountain so. Ateni omudi. Enyuma no moto. Rollins wa yempena ba. Rollins wa yempena ba. Sabre ne sukufo. Ana na ebo saa mumumeno. Sana investi for eba bedi Rollins echi 1979. Anko ye I81 omo bai. The Twene Jonas ye no. Ya yesa. Kasa brebre so yede empanifo de kasa. Ahemfo yede buoma wom, empanifo yede buoma wom. Ya yesa. Ba no kurani body anyansa pefo ahwehwe hu se. Enipa se wudi be se mfie aduonu nsia 26 kona. Nyansa ye wo no. Ebi meka ho biem. Se nyansa na ne de be ko wuom. Se paniti mi tufo na eto wasuma. It is based on experience. It's a maybe 26 years now 27 years. Now also for the 42 and now 45. Nyansa e wo trim no. Any nyansa obo mitrim e bi kra epe. But the way be twa pen say experience. As a certificate. So we Legon 1975. Now je Bachelor of Arts degree. Now miss me we Legon 2020 na me Bachelor of Arts degree ni nyina ye pe. Si ye kwadwuma mu a ye de be fa wagya me say o experience. It experience no and de be fa wagya me. Enyuma bebre hwe experience and sana certificate. Ebi hwe certificate so me experience. Enti no me ka ma akosi say de ekoso no nyina ya ye ni nyina na Twene Jonas pie no ba be ye de oye no a I am sure say he had carried the oya ma akwakosi nyina wadwene ho. But say obi ba na no ka say onhwe na no ka say yie de beto no de beye no obi kran say Ghana fo ntie den wa brochi ado credit ni etie enye no kore wo hwe enipa abebo ni dua ebi kura free obi kura free suma ahinkro abebo ni dua na oni ba bia suma wa a network wo wa what Twene Jonas asem abebo ni dua you will be surprised.
Suma ahinkro na wa he
suma ahinkro e wo bona hafo achi wodi wani a kire kasapen kwa so very far place obi fro no mo hin ba kwa ba bebo ni dua se wakasa ti otumfo to abebo ni dua se onya accident e wa America no wo na edu suma hinkura menim de ntie nu nkran na kuma se ayen fa no tonchen me ka ma kwa kusi se ekwa eba no hwe said the Arab Spring started here. It started with the media, the social media. Nanwa yare ba ya yete dem. Opposed needing in 9AC George Floyd ekonsu no. Anka social media ni hono mo anka demonstration will not succeed. This is how powerful the social media is. And in fairness, me bacho me waso
who was a bar?
In fairness, o share any pa a share Twene Jonas sabre ya oba, you'll be amazed. Me sure man for call life, me for call life, me who will be away trying yet. What does it tell you? It tells you, say, he has people's ears. Na yadi ano brebre, ajia kana enye ya. There should be some form of another language. The sinano enya no kra na osi esu ohun. The osi esu ohun say, "Sa ateni eni su failure, where are we going?" Do you understand? Now it has gone beyond the politicians. Enya politicians in Kwana amount for ebuofo mu. Amount for realizing some of the things we were saying about 15 years on radio, 15 years ago. Say Ghana and Koswe the chiefs, the so-called kings, and the civil servants, they are the chief bandits of this whole thing. I'm telling you, they are the chief bandit. Oh, the Ekosina. Politician cry at some he mentions it sometimes. Let me say, well, maybe 4 years, I best sound to me swaba. So my year, one trying to me idea so. And as we are born in a cry, neck 2 months, 3 months in a twaba. Ochene wo firi kakra sika e bia wanya no na wabechiche bia manipa no de wawia so wabechiche bia manipa no wabe wo hene betimi ka kire me se ohini betimi ka se monko na monko kan kire kra kire otia konya no se memi de me nananom na awu me wofa no na awu agya me akonya ye ntumi so aba etu aba bese atwam wo ha no wo koni kroma wa nyina wa ha no won besan aba beto ye wa ha eti di ahemfo no ye ni nyina yenim na asante hini nim de ekoso nyina de ekoso okumas na asante hini nim eni be 2 years kra ana bantuma hene ekodi sasisem bi achi okumas zu a ekọ blocking su entimi nko a na asante hene to ne so ntasu kokọ na bantuma hene ebu nkotodwe eni nipa ebe pa na chew ewo ahemfie menhia ahemfie a ne nkotodwe gu fom eni pa nyina etwa dwadwo a o nyina egu fom eni 2 years kra sabre na asemesi wo race course kumase na so mrom menhia ne yente o me anya careful. But if with our little platform here to see any pabes in Siena sense, we are not able to be truthful to ourselves, sir. This is the beginning of the problem. Also for Yemra Emra Joshua Moba Hana for moto a bottle, oil, a bottle back, no matter how many per £1,000. Almost Musu do a cheer best and so copper 7,000 bra. I'm about for Cobobusia, Edinburgh Nomogenum or Mokono. Didn't you have to stand up and insult them for them to go? Were they not man of God you were insulting? Were they not the anointing we were touching? Were they not going about proclaiming they were men of God and anointed ones? Abraham should say we will rise. And yes, how did BB? You see, the media wasn't working in the Arab Spring. Especially Egypt. When it exploded one time, it became war. And more bien ko bia kasabu anhye ne yam. Se nipa na kasa na odwinso akasa tie wa saman no. Obeba. Why do you think? Se nipa e kasa tie se mpanifo nyina ye nipa wa manone ana omutimi kasa. Omuti omutimi kasa. Because of that program ya adwin say ebimu ye anointed that we can't touch them. We can accept. When we are anointed, you can't touch us. We get everything. Say them prayer. I want to call Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Congo did the king natem. Want to call Dubai, and Congo did one penny for Princess Natem or Mubunaino. But to be interested in insulting them because they are happy. They are happy. Now, on the planet, ya double crew. Twene Jonas, every bono. If you double crew, what ya double crew? Ya bunia wa double crew in Yanasa. And so, as you cool for. Ewo kufuwa camp number 2 omunya konya ntena so ni wa hu sekwasi kokwa o no omudua ewo New York e dia konya si abontin se nipa metena so omunya nipa metena so whether ne nyenti. How do you expect such a person to describe a nipa oba bebu ni dua no a ye hu dua no enkrado mafuru eto fom twero na? How do you expect? We have been independent over 50 years. 50 years. Ye di soja banyaba anye ye ye kokofa professor ebaye anye ye ye kokofa obia John Mahama ofri extreme antifia they were deprived anye ye afa politician no wedi 40 years in the game ono ne papa president or the balancing college boarding house we agugu na balancing college sika yaje or the boarding house Cox for the jaye eko elegon ekoko wie no ono aye demonstration akese a oni ohia hwe wona brabo me ye de ono so by anye ye. What are we supposed to do again? What tell us. Do we take guns? We are not allowed to take guns. Do we insult them? Do we vent our anger? Now we are not allowed to vent our anger. What do we do? What again? You see, and we can't write off the country. We can't write off the country. Maybe a British passport, maybe American passport. Then some pennies what are we supposed to do? What is it? What is it? Adenti ana yetimi adenti ana enkola adenti na mark or hospital omo form. Adenti na yebu pipe na pipe na ba yellow. Na ebi nipa ne bi pie hwe na ebi omo nim Ghana ntia. Me I've traveled everywhere in Ghana. Makoba bia o Ghana. Ko bia ni wa me nkoso o Ghana da. Me ko bi so Ghana na eba eni 5 years kora. Now, if you travel the length and breadth of Ghana, no one Ghana in the time of the 80s. Wako Ghana in the 90s. Now wako Ghana in the 2000s. Abesi Sabria or Rebeho. And the Kochebi. Kanena galamse ne wuram na hunu. Uhu galamse won wuram tu du kro na emu galamse. And ne wudu chebi krom kra, you will see galamse say ekoso. Na so mo mutu galamse ni nyina so mo license. O mutu galamse ni nyina so mo license. China for say o mo de o mo nim ba bi e fe ni chebi. O mo nim achem kwa aben. Na wobi e wo Ghana ho ana so mo nsado mo ko. Na so no kore. What China onim kwa aben? Yati kwa aben nim China kuro bi so. Bes nipa de ne ko. Na se nipa na nkotoku sa abrobe na wase twa ne ho. Aba be ka se obi akoko hunu nsuo na hemfo na ahunu nsuo no. Aye dangerous. It is wrong. Na ebra so say ye be sorry akasa because we have no dog in the race. We have no dog in the race. Yeti hey ye twa da bi nkopadwuma Ghana. Also for obrobe nkopadwuma Ghana. Also for obi ani ho nkopadwuma bu Ghana. Yeti ye mu bi ani ho a se woka se onko Ghana biema aban otikrom beka sosore ko okrum. We can decide not to go again. Ebi kwa na busuafo kra wo hwe omkwan kwa busuafo ntiase. Also for about where o ma ntiase o papa ntiase. If you can choose not to go to Ghana kra bi wan akwakọ he no. But kunju he ani nchira na eko. It is important and in fact also very instructive. Very very instructive. See abeti ase say ya nchichiri Ghana na ya kan ne. Ni ekatazu we our culture. That culture has failed us. That culture has failed us. In the 80s, in the 70s, the culture was working. Then person nyame. Yiti men samuba betina be mu cheye. Of course. Omo ye de. Na so hwe ye a omo ye no ne na mafo ye omo ye no a. Ane kro no omo bo no a. Eye dangerous. Very 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 very, very dangerous. When
Lawyer Medasi.
In the my conclude now. When all this came in the early 80s now. Yeah, they enyum edisiano no. He only overstayed his welcome. Perhaps that's the reason why in the latter days before he left, obey unpopular. No be careful that guy is so kumasi no Of course, if you overstay your welcome, you be unpopular. And Oko Uganda to see him and Oka Museveni. He was a hero, he was a freedom fighter. Or stop Obote, or stop Idi Amin, that. But today, what do we see? He has overstayed his welcome, he has to go. It made the Twene Jonas and a coin announcement and a pine. Me ma media tem de said obi bi say I na so camera so bi a na asem oko so on them no so for e ma communion no shirawa the first onim bible mu nche say nyame afrem enti osu obi a na de wo ye Twene Jonas ade a wo ye no onko so anye nemum I also take responsibility for everything that he does. That's all. He has to take responsibility for everything that he does.
Now, lawyer, but hold up. Why my lawyer code? Won't take responsibility for everything that he does.
Of course. Because there'll be reprisals. What I say? Okay. So be penny be at because one tenacity. So I say, the crop for sorry, but the crop for sorry, so then also sorry be. So kwakoteu. So but what it takes is he has to take responsibility. You understand? And I believe I'm praying for him. I'm praying for him say he will take that responsibility.
Okay. Hey, Eusia, and then the made my ID. Many also will be and Cassad. Aye. Now, me who comment now I say a man in Cassad, man and Cassad, also class of the Cassad. And say class captain soon to mean Cassad. Aye. Now, me who's a California, the lawyer can watch your comment is and if you know and some war and God bless you near the other. Just say to me, say, a seminar car found Nina. Dear, aye. Now, as a cigar, I to 2 minutes before me.
You, Michia, a Bejafuna, a Shafone, a Tifo. Suffer.
Watch your meet yourself.
Lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Me bo lawyer baso, me bo empenyufo a edi kan akasa nyina, de obi e kan ye ne opinion. Na ye problem a mimi hu wo ye man Ghana mu ba kunnie. We don't disagree to agree. Essentially, we have to disagree to agree. Semin pebibi anasa minti bibi ase na me chere madwene a sebio me were right. Lawyer can simply say on taking responsibility for ninsema oka. Ade a ma me de pa brantie na sema na se me gene nsem no ase me ye ne supporter ne say oka asem na owo boldness na ogina de oka no so nti no odi atem na obo oye specific say me prove nti a me di motemu no eniye yamra ya sante memu me ya sante ni ye nyini wo kumase e wa sante memu ye nim se ye nyini ne sane na asante man eluku ye wa hene no mo maba ene ahene no mo a omako obi aba de oye sononko otonfo ba ye no nada Roma obi a friend King Solomon ebi da so friend sa minim se ne lawyer kind bi bia ni hono ma ekwa sebi efa nachi bibia nam nanim ene ne nan ase de enti ameka sa ni owo kronti hene owo adonten owo ahene bebre atwitwa ne ho ahia wa ma omu positions esese omu court no mu report back to mensia na watwe ana bosumi bia omu hia enunti ne yefre ho mensia oman no enhia mu bia enti sa womu ba no mu de report ba okro bia eye na sade ne na mamre ne na ade e kire se empuntuo ekoso na de ne yehia na yehia sei chia me se na yehia sei we so se kro we ekose enti there is nowhere sebi obi betena ba bia aka se otumfo onim de ekoso
okay
dia me point no sebi aba ye yo say ye hunu ye nya nkrofo bi achiamifo bi abegina ho edensa agu sebi anya omutumi so na omudi gu nsa no obi na ama omu permission say omunye sa na amamre no ekono ye wa ha nansa ya na yesi adum otumfo say obi ani yi ne kiosk mo obi antena stores animu endidwa pastor wo hwe video na ehwa ye clean adentia otumfo ma order obi atie otumfo ma mi wu ye nyina ye wa ha oso obi ana no nsia kumasi abonte so empatamu obi ada no nsia etie dia no otumfo ka sabio obi antimi nye muma ye fa politics entonjen ekuro ni ye ne dia santema ye ne dia ne mpatamu ye ne dia bibi akofom bia wasantema mu no eye ono responsibility because ono no ye ohene ono no ye otumfo ono no oti adwaso ono na tumi ni kuta no enti sabio mpanyifo atwa ne ho ahia oman ma asanteman ye pese obi ade ye tumfo ene ye na nani betwufom ne ye pese ahindie ne ho tse na ho banyamo no adie na yeso ye ade aboa nana sabio ekom de yen mumma mu nyina ti ne WhatsApp chiefs no obia bodompem ye mache ahimfie nie mu fa nkoto ye henani mu nkodi ye nti na ahimfo ne wo no nana ekro wei ye twa galamse ekro wei ye twa nnua ye ka politicians ne NGN ntumbiem o man ma no yesu osei edie na nana ye nana bie na no ka semba akopɛ I tell you say nana do cry will not have no power. Okay? Because oma no mu kiosk and I say omo asebi nana hima wu ya yesi ye kokra nti obi ana no nsia no sabi na bi no license obi aye man obi a won na yi ni freedom but enam so otumfo ne kasa nti na nekufo ade want me and free Accra and also want me aka say otumfo akasa nti mo nkoso nya adwuma mo obi akoda no nsia no enti eba ne sen ene sase ye tena ho masabisabio ye nana ye yemuba esukwa no ma etwa ensuo eba America kuro duam ebehum se kuro bi nie na ofa video scene so enya ne but ye fa ne say asresem obi afa ne so omunya no oye homeless ebi kra so oni baabi da ebi so oye scam ebi so oye ho ahwan but na all kind of sebi or chin adjune no what kind of sebi nyansa some what you say adia ba kwa me pa cha motemenka
yeton ka ya
adia ba kwa me hu wo ye krom ne say sebi opanyimu de onya de boneda de bia bofra na ya de bone adentia ya tete in a stage say woni panyi kasakra wontimi nhwa na anim intimidation fear any suppression ubuade a echese panyi kasema ese ho wo so eno na echese ubuade you have to be so intimidated as a timid eno se ubie wa no kasa eno na echese ubuade no ye punipa sebi o maame ne papa kura ya ade na nya ese se otimi ni tenase maame ne papa de wo ye bible na kraka o se improvoke akwada no enhye na ne ya ma ne nya den ema ono so mekasa ntia wo but de bia ye de ya say bible say di wo na ne waja eni na wo na ware wasa bia ka ne de ne yaja but ye nyina so ya ye mo frapping
aso 1 minute
me pa cha wo say
1 minute
1 minute and until the make Costine say leadership no ekutayen president ne nkrofo mo twa ne ho ahia se oni omoa wo mo na omo fa mu man ya hemfo no eni nti sa branch ne cassette ya wo mo na asem na wo ka no omo mpedea eye simple mumma ensesa embrem se mo sesa man no se mo yedie man no temamufo no pa sabio obi eni ho anadwene eda sabi ensuo mu se obeba befa camera no obedi dimpani atem abra ni kuro no efe ni kuro ni nioma ekoso no eye ebi say fix country ne chese fix your attitude me need access to anioma better than my fix me attitude anioma ensisi akwan mu se me di ade beto dustbin mu ensuo ni ho amenom me need toilet wo me fie sabio a me kwa abonten na me ko use bathroom no abonten nakwa wow, things have to be in place. As a leader, we a mammy papa will fear. Now, watch a shamra, one ya want to ye will fear, man no sebi, who better to your mark of Jane. They will not be responsible and they will not come back being good. Your friend is a children to you, and our expectation, and yet what you are looking for. And until normally your leaders, until you show them on Sano. It's almost a chrono or being sorry new on my term. Almost take leadership role. No munya say we a leader. I say a kotokoto. There be any power channel. No, leader means say you are working for me. Leader means I was so bad brown once and I miss my brain once a month. Leader means I was so boom and I mean boo. Young Jaisa, we a leader. We a bonia. Young cat. We a leader. We move akwada. Ubi one or the opiana. We no. It's about time we change. And until I yet to choir, Yabe who said and sa. Until your manessa and your manner you be seen our hano at your my chrome say, no, ye too panya who's a brofono, say no maya abu mukrum, my yashi yedi. Sabi and penny for you now, what you took pine, or to for another Roma, also to quite that's not bridge or better at the end so when you send it here. And not your can, yes, be obedient you to important or being person in or being whole person in it. You didn't a new church form, the president, you didn't a new church form, but let's see say I don't know and no crano dear at the one mamma ye mamma me and fanny may be to and I say Pasiaka, I say Pasiaka, you near Bama or can't say, and yes, you saw camera nibino. Yet there be a name to me so camera until you pet Jonas as some say the courage and the boldness and the braveness now what they saw camera now warrior and until I hear so yeah then you need chid your warrior or be but to be to me and yet. Because intimidation and a public opinion will be better say, hey, and then on no say, and also say, no, nipa bebre into me standard that. But on the ultimate standing, or he has support to say, nipa no be dinechi, he has support no courage, to do it.
And I say, and so, all Casana make us 1 minute in can go for Yachimabumioha. Just a member on Casana, you chawano, and a day, uncommon your mother. Uncommon your mother. Aye. This is so I'm a Jew or the chiribo call apostle and Nesdan was like, also for an ultimate candy. Also, now the day I when he asked when him what bread.
Brepa ha se me fra dwuma me be wura mu ani.
Yee, kafra na. Wo so pese wo kasa bi. Osof bro bi da so on kasa aye. Ba fo on kasa aye. E na Sheila nkasa aye. Mesrem obi an kasa kakra meto aba. Why? Me wonsem kan bi so kra ne lawyer ka. Osof bro bi.
Yes, sir.
Me de me miza question o dey na be so ka.
Okay, issues in the doors. The ambassador can say, first of all, Ghana is, I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a proud Ghanaian. And I want to see my country progressing, say, Tumpon economy. Therefore, I have to ask myself, what is my contribution? Every country, be warriors, be our progress, they are very interested in their global prestige, significance, and stature. As American, their global prestige, significance, and stature. And they will make sure that they will promote the good side of their country. If for more culture and our tradition and our system here, a bit may attract the world to itself now. They will promote and elevate and advance that. You see, champions always magnify their strength and they make time to deal with their weaknesses. And to say only in areas in daily. Social media, the influx of social media has caused a lot of good. It has done a lot of good. It has also done a lot of damage to many countries. So one managing money here, Cromwell, United Kingdom, Untimi Metnaha medit penny for temple brace, and it can't say me now for Huni, it will affect the national security. The national security is paramount to your individual interest. Sir, Cromwell, we a job so can the on creating confusion and chaos. When them say you monitor emails, they are monitoring your social media platforms. As somehow so bet me creative problems, chaos in this nation. You'll be arrested, you'll be questioned. One way you cry, they will kill you without anybody knowing. Or they will poison you. Russia does it, America does it, Israel does it, all these countries does it. Even Saudi Arabia, West, they can't focus a showman. Rwanda now you praise them. You can't go to Rwanda and talk anyhow. At the moment, who are Rwanda, now a radio presenter, who you see media space, you can't do that. There is a reason why. Because Ghana is America. America gained independence in 1776. 1776. And Oma progressing Oma Bedru Baby Omono. Along the way, America has done a lot of evil to many countries. Along the way, they have gone to wars. They have taken advantage of countries, all the military might. They have taken advantage of them. They have taken advantage of Africa. They have used our strong men and women to build their railways, their roads for free. I said it the other time. We Ghanaians, we can't do that. Yet me, my Britain and America, name take captive. And for build their countries. We can't. So where are we? We have to look at our own problems. Ghana, your problems in a day. After 60 years or over 60 years of independence, yeah, that's what they weigh. Is it possible as a nation, say bet me the 4 years, 8 years, I develop and our solve Ghana problems, is it possible? What are the issues that we need to address now? And say, address issues and I solve problems, sir. And quite best we have fast to solve problems. Ghana, globally, the British Architectural Society, first time in history, one Ghanaian man since 1886 or so, I'm establishing that award. The only black person winning that award, or a Ghanaian, David Ajay. He won it yesterday. Have you heard Ghanaians praising him? Because that is how you live the image of the country. Why do you think many Americans were running to Ghana? Because Ghanaians, if people like Steve Harvey now on your Ghana, they were promoting and marketing Ghana. Yeah, you see football. If you want to then you invest into football. We use football to market your country. to attract people to come in there and to invest. And he said, your problems be numerous, your problems are multifaceted. Your educational problems, your health issues, your economic issues, your unemployment issues. All those issues, need solution. So we have to ask ourselves, what are the solutions? What role can they play in solving the real problems? Very important as a democratic society, we allow everybody to express themselves, whether they are angry or whatever it is. We have to allow them to talk. So the culture of silence, I will never support it. But also at the same time, the culture of noise is not a custom. It also has a potential to bring pandemonium and chaos. Already know, yes, so far that any attempt at cause retrogression to accounting, we won't like it. You hear our brothers and sisters, the same people, politicians in name, they have money. And to copy an problem, but here they are gone. The people know suffer any money, young people know money be no more payment. They are the same people that are going to suffer.
What will you tell them? And at the end, I catch youth because at the end, material can say. But the anger of the youth now, I could bring up this, and I also say, fans naturally Jonah because of the thing say, somebody is talking for them, no. And for this in decades, and they've gone away with it because there hasn't been much people talking against it or even pushing them to this fight. Then I catch him for my youth, and so I calm down.
I don't make a for them say, Riase Conanim. Into your traditions, been a culture, be our for years. And soon in Fasobia. We are aware since 2 years ago, I said, I informed to tap a coming and I saw my jai. I'm a car walk car, who are near my way and I don't have tap a cam. As a chum. Sans and good go name, men quote a hamen cohanis animal, and who here to me. And a culture be over. Now, hope for a reason. At this moment, yeah, woman, and who hear him. Your country be on the culture until the culture must be respected. But Mrekon and Nimuno, I did go how we are and ya. A yes, I was sister. Because first, the engineer said human sacrifice. What is that? I know him about Kubo, the Osset Tinanka, the Jan Quamanico.
Aye.
Then I know where. And now so he do cry to Chani Patinia Cosium. It was when the colonial masters nearby and no more a chair and King Kwakudia, one of those. A course the shields and no more introduce Bible and Christianity to normal culture and said human sacrifice is not good to Omunjai and Omujai. But that was the norm. But what miss sign Argentina traditions, many systems, beer, and my money to mean tumpon, or miss free. Because the entire authority of an authority of for a reason and for a purpose. So man be lusu respect for the authority of honor. It is tantamount to chaos. Because authority now honor, I don't know Shamrama or Diso, and our all director or my old leader man. We need any respect. What they want, yes, sorry, woman. Say, will be rebellion against or no any pastor. No chance, yes, or your name beer. And for boomre a sorry no name or software will dinner. What happens? We are software when in it will affect your morale, it will affect your leadership style in Emabibri. And you want to find a way to address that issue. In the same way, leaders are more almost sumo minus a siano. Bebriowa, omunya papa in aware. And Nema Moya and your papa say, Winima point it out. In a way, obituary private members bill, ya pass of parliament, oh Ghana. Your chroman is almost sham rebi. Nasa ye mean you want, ye sign it near the co-parliament. So true numbers beer. Parliamentarians need discuss, almost at Ashemra.
Also, Ujidi say we no question power from all of us. Ujidi says our private member bill now ye can ho asem no. Ya shout was a ye adwuma bia ma akogina okoka bibia beti. Ye ni tua ballot box him kurade aye kola ye jana mo wonam ho. Ye na ye ni tua bi live video ya hwe. Boni ben na panyin bia di Ghana ho a ya twe na so me a citizen ameti on me copy bibi kakra di me kwakoka say ya ye private member we nti me economy akodi akire. Also it's a complete waste of everybody's time. That is the truth. The law is there. Now also for me new me nim say nya obi a enti obi a ye mfa obi a.
The bill is not to arrest anybody. For issues where you see ebia galam say ebia the educational system of Ghana now what started a revolution. So Upa said and near my ways, until you are seeking for people to sign in near the core parliament, near the common said.
No parliament for Ujidi said, yes, in sign, no parliament for net. I want to make a problem, Gakarot. Sorry, no parliament for net tea. Ghana, 7 year king. Ghana.
Now, what they say, no, one Ghana system, what do you then expect us to do?
Because Obi Anyi Nyamenkwa, Obi Hanyi. Also for Ujidi. Also for Uji Ghana law.
Sorry, we have to start from somewhere.
There be also the Siamino said, Uji Ghana law, Ujidi.
Oh, at least we have a law. We are governed
by law. Freedom of information bill. Freedom of information.
Maybe that Pastor Jacob. Why the also the engineer? Anything I use me because yet one and some of the doors me who be am free. And the laws are there, but is it really working for us? So how are we going to redefine all these things?
One of the things that you make me understand, who enforces the law of the country? The IGP, any other law enforcement agencies. IGP is not working. You want to so energy. And my sorry, I don't see the IGP working. The police administration is corrupt. And therefore, we want the police IGP to be changed. Here I am pushing that agenda. Say, yeah, the core parliament. No one say any part of the donors signing in. They have to oblige. They have to do something about it. Some say yeah, they change your man. But then they have to at the end of the day, what does it solve? You get people's attention. Why famous for that? But at the end of the day, we have seen it like Lawyer Ghanaians. Yeah, several times. Agitations, any other, sometimes it brings certain changes. Because if you be baby away. 1992 constitution by a year to abano. And never be assistant along the way. And and pushy demonstrations be and mass changes in the buy. At the moment, Parliament has this. It is better than nothing. Ghana is not like a banana republic. It's not a failed state like a lot of people want to create that impression. So we call West Africa. You see, in the city of the blind, one man with one eye is the champion. Who call West Africa? Ghana is the champion. Until you be a champion, so West Africa. Until we have to see ourselves, we can make it, we can do it. Now, more airborne modern contributed to a country. We should honor them rather than the Biana as a focus on the negatives. No, I don't think it's right.
All right. Apostle Jacob Oni, Obeso Nkameba or Banoso, but okay.
1 minute. Okay. Oh, you see, I second what Apostle Brobe Akano. There are problems, and nobody is saying that these problems shouldn't be addressed. But you don't want to address them to create anarchy, because there's nothing like neat anarchy or a neat rebellion. Rollins, a lot of, people take confusion to settle scores. People take confusion to kill people, to steal people's property, to do a lot of things. Until you will not have a neat rebellion. So what I want is that we'll address the problem, but it should not lead to what happened in Sierra Leone. Mekacha said last time, Sierra Leone 2008, there was a whole town of people with no arms. Because Gidi Ba, Obi town, no Afasikan, also, I'm going to kill this person. And look at Rwanda, the Hutus and the Tutsis. I mean, people use that chaos to settle scores. It was not about reforming the country or anything. And when he said, hey, I want to take his property. Let me just go there. Oh, this girl, I want to rape her. She looks very nice. I want to rape her. So we have to be very careful. Let's address our problems, but let's do it well.
Okay. Another about for how about you? Now, Sheila, unmute me. Fantastic. Whether why are the upon about for patient me who be that now? Maybe a question. What's in both sides of the story? I think say nobody liked the insult, but you look as if say Obias and Penifoni and I say baby Adruno. The trend of move taking a BB or just saying.
Unfortunately, no, Obi find there both support to say at the many more supported the assembly now you're good. But in my opinion, nobody is asking why we are insulting now. Nobody is asking that. And that kind of baffles. Why are we here? We are here today because in Penifoni, as something in that started to be at them, they started it. They started this whole thing. Why is it that it's now on the chiefs and we are talking? You are here, we are saying, where is it from? Example, and all these examples that was given here, which was so awesome, which I support with. I'm saying that the leaders started this whole thing, and the chiefs were quiet. They were not saying anything. And if somebody is attacking you and your father is not defending you, what do you tell your father? That is what has happened. The church, the people ran away to the church deceived them. The leaders were nowhere. And what were the chiefs saying? They were saying nothing. And that is why we are here. So I support the idea of the insult because they brought it. They started it. The elders started it. They insulted the younger generation. They disrespected them for so long. And this is why you have to be here and be talking about it. And if we are insulting back now and that will be the solution, then so be it. If this is what to bring us down, we are so much afraid that what happened in Rwanda shouldn't happen to Ghanaians. Rwandese are more human beings than us, or are we more human beings than them? No. But then if that is what to change the system, then so be it. I'm not supporting violence, but I think the elders, the leaders, and everybody started for so long and overlook a whole lot of things, and now this is where we are. Come on, people. Hey.
This is where we are. In fact, we are struggling to hear you. Say noise and break me say network now.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. I have my two little boys here that are really talking. I apologize. So if Twene Jonas and even Fatima, can you it was it right? No, but it is do it right. Yes, and this is why we can talk. And if people are saying because Martin Luther King's people have to go and fight, their era is over. Their era, there was nothing like social media. If there was social media, they would have done worse. But people listen to the youth too. If your father disrespects you, will not respect your father. So the elders should question themselves why the youth are talking. But that's it. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ama. Papa say the network in here because we're just watch pa. But I hope say it will be better. It will be better. Bavo, me pacho kasabi. Na fidie class captain why? Na we apostle be kasa na ba lawyer so because we won't see me be a lawyer pa. Me break a country for kasa.
My greetings to everybody. In fact, Obiya Kasa, you know. But Martin Luther King once said something, okay? I'll say, freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Freedom is never given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. So what is going on in Ghana, no? And Penimfona Tna Yefa watching for a long time. Now the oppressed is demanding their freedom from them. But what you are saying? What we are doing, is very, very good because we are also playing our part. Because Martin Luther King or some can being so say, the ultimate tragedy is not oppression, but by the silence of the good people. Ultimate tragedy is not the oppression by the oppressor or by the bad guy, but the silence of the good people. And the young good people you consider yourself say good people are we talking about this issue? No, we're doing what we're supposed to do as citizens of Ghana. Now, okay, fine. The question is, let's not lose focus on the message. Is he able to communicate what he is trying to communicate? Is his strategy or approach effective? I would say absolutely yes, because he's getting the attention of the citizenry, he's getting the attention of the leaders, he's getting the attention of everybody, including us. So in as much as I don't support the idea, he's getting that message across. Now, Pastor Jacob Okabibi said, or they're saying, he don't want anarchy days, and he don't want what happened in Sierra Leone and everything. Of course, nobody wants that, Pastor Jacob. But the question is, sometimes, the citizens must act up in a certain way, but not in an anarchic way. But sometimes, they have to act up in order to get an attention. For American example, black people abuse here, the police abuse here, until cell phone video came. Police stop when so me namnasia stop me obi a minim no they start videotaping because they don't know what is happening. No they about live video. And the police phone who they started doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay? Twene Jonas, baby show. I mean, that is why I went to school, John Jay College of Criminal Justice. It's around 59th Street and Colombo Circle. Very nice place. Very, very nice place. Me and my man the show baby but baby now we have our problems. There is a bunch of homeless buildings. There are homeless people on the street, but on show, So even though American system is working, we also have our problems. But what you saying? And the show to encourage the citizens of Ghana say, Ghana for accountable say we can also make it. I don't agree with Pastor Bro Besa Oka said we cannot do it like how the Americans did it because use as a slavery. And the years now Pastor Jacob will make his statement. He was trying to explain like there is a 7 steps here. We use it to do problem solving. Like, look, most government agencies and even most governments, they use that strategy. Obia Public Administration's Master's Program, they know. You analyze, you identify the problem, you determine what is the cause of the problem. So I said, I selected the main cause of the problem. Develop a strategy.
Bless man, the class problem be anyhow. We are also social media and the Casa Ghana for Cracombia Nubia, okay. Diasporans, Yan, the Casa rock. It's like, maybe
point now, my person be making any say. Sir Pastor Brobe, any Pastor Jacob Casa, yen to your boss, and I me and yen creating anarchy be an answer, yen making any debia to a certain degree. I don't agree with them because how can we get the attention of the leaders? But what you are saying, leaders here also no, almost be school or strategy here and as approach here, Pastor Jacob described leaders no more be I did that in my master's program. I just saw them to organization be my man the camera. Me draw organization chat na mom dia ye adwuma e be check corruption ni bibia so me omo fa ma me da me na me catch you. What you saying? So the leaders know what is going on. They know what is good for the citizens. They are not doing it because the citizens were not demanding accountability for them. Now themselves social media privately owned and come you citizen Captain Smart and free. They don't have any control. That is why no can make catch on. If they have that power, can you chance we can you America ha yeah use private media, I mean social media to discuss problems and issues. Donald Trump you abandon on social media because no or incite hate. What you saying? I don't think you abandon mandi you mubia no sabi ye diatem no because yatem the DNA ye no professionally no we are trying to effect change. I don't know no use hate to divide the nation. What you saying? Ain't you know the social media now boy any use no me support to say the bia sabi agwa kwase no dimpan for na tem no but it is justifiable. It's subject to debate too. Me answer that question. Is that no justifiable? Is it effective? And I will say absolutely yes, it is effective because can get effective what? Can you name my church and Pastor Brobe, Pastor Ban, Pastor Jacob. The other time I was telling you guys, said, mobile social media, Jesus love you, Jesus is Lord. Move views yes and 50. With opa for camera besu when you they said now you say ube ti obi atom wallahi talai you say obi nyano
but see ye mediobia that is the problem ye ni obi atemu
enti na unya views no enti na unya views no
I don't know just how I didn't call you.
But
people that are interested in listening to insult. What kind of people are they?
Me pacho.
You have to be interested on the real issues and how to.
Class prefect. Class prefect. Class prefect. You see, there's one thing I observe about this discussion. People say, I don't like the way Twene Jonas is insulting, but you can't have, logically, it don't add up because you can't have A and non-A at the same time.
No, I can explain.
Hold on. Martin Luther King, born about no, Martin Luther, born about how did he approach things? Mahatma Gandhi, born about I'm coming. How did he approach things? He went for but he did it constructively, and Mahatma Gandhi did it constructively. At the end of the day, they got a result. And you think about that.
Mama Gandhi, Kasa polite, actually, I'm going to tell you, Kasa says, that's a place for people.
After he has achieved his aim.
The people are the same people that assassinate,
Just a year ago, a black man.
Rajiv Gandhi, the same thing. Benny Tabuto, the same thing. Martin Luther King, if they were polite here, what were that result?
Okay, Masaba back. Bafo run up now. Lawyers, me pacha why? Bafo run up, mommy.
I'm still on the floor.
Aye.
As a political scientist, I'm just looking at the approach and how effective it is to get the message across. My more example be Donald Trump, America, or you saw attempted to win the majority of the Republicans. So some Republicans for only people. What you say? It worked for him. So as a political scientist, I would say the campaign was successful, even though one win, he was able to win the votes of his targeted population. As a political scientist, Twene Jonas the Grams will name the whole year, but I'm telling you, sitting behind the scenes and analyzing things critically, the strategy you very effective for Papa. But since Kenya effective for and can him for come chow so and mama may press conference and go budia and my media be and social media say Twene Jonas and Kwane trendy. And in as much as morally, I think he said attempted is wrong, politically, it is so effective. Very effective because he's getting the results, he's opening up conversation. Pastor Jacob. Ghana help
me here. Na mentiase. Obiaso odi atem. Enti no atem didi no odi enye. Now, o say ana ye say wo hene etena se. Ne nsuo ankrofo nom no. Ukoton ma Chinese ni. Ana ukoji hu sika. Ne nsuo ni sei. Ne yentimi nom. Ne ye ne mmoa kono nsuo a. Wo hene no adwene ni fi. Mintim was you. Which part of it is insulting somebody? Me minti munchira mase mentiase. Asem na wakan so ka kire o se sabi. O ka kire o se sabi wanim hu sabi we aboa de o se wotena ho na wo yes A B C D Z. Dia waye no e kire se wadwene wo nwura mu a. What is wrong with what he has said? Me mintim wase.
Is it
help me here? Ye trani aka also ye trani aka say charlatans omoba ombeji nkrofo sika obi plan no the oil any niema bi afra also obi nkonom ni aka say sa nipa na adwene ni fie because wadwene wo fie a won hye wudie we emfa ma nyonko nipa so nkonom no nkogu. Why is it different from so be ka kire obi say wo betran wakwakoye mentemase? Help me here. What is the idea?
Aban we tie your friend is saying Twene Jonas said then course me share caption they say me hunu asem no they mention that address because caption they say Twene Jonas no or tete or mine no and as a politicians now religious leaders no and they how mine. That's the caption me hu here. Now yen share ade ni ye ba for kasa na ba for say Twene Jonas say we share social media or no one or trendy obia na trendy in na for o sample nsemo maka nyina Pastor Brobe kase we na me pese me kase because he virtually said everything and na me pese me kabia. Number 1, Twene Jonas na trendy because in the book of Romans o se fa ko funu won akode eboabo ho ano ensem hunu nti na say because social media no the way people use social media to advance themselves no before you should say any aye
apostle ni nsem hunu ne de ben
ni nsem hunu ne nse number 1. And some are walking in. Take your time and listen to that guy. He has never offered one solution.
There be also mebao. One no, ye tia mem meba, but parliamentarian ministers. Ye more free petrol, free house, free this. Someone concord no more or mine.
So why
Twene Jonas now offer solution and never call mind you. What are you talking about?
Papa
what are you
Twene Jonas has said a lot, has brought a lot of solutions. A lot of solutions about
and is it his job
only
to
one thing? Only one thing.
Nanaji, hold on.
Listen. Say okasa na kasa na wuntimi mfa solution bi anto form say wo na wote wa say na wo beya emfa so bi ani etie o because say wo do wa no donwira ebi ngo e na wutwa nka agu anu nkyere se wasidan ensem no free start say wo kana manfo se wo kan yenye no kan yenye no e di ade no no watimi aye wuntimi nya ene ye
ozo yen me asem na wo kan de who didn't quite you? Oh, Miss Babies, I will say, Edian, I was preaching. Was on what Yamo, my Ghana, Ediana, Bafuaye, Ediana, Memaye, Ediana was of good eye. That is not the point. And only your point, no point, and then say, was here better near free club. Ye didn't Niana Bahase, and Niano Yadia we. We a chaffrey club, a crony ye chaffrey soon, and so quiet to do for the past 20 years. Oh, yeah, unim answer. What said, Sankauni Minyansa, and can't fix you road, no.
Odi atem ni we no say nduan de ye kuro na na
oh also that is not the solution here and you are bringing an uproar. It's an uproaring. People must look into it.
I'm still
on the floor.
Also, honest, Brem Yanko, Ubia interrupt Okasa.
Listen, se or teho, nese or trap ne camera. Now what you could see America, or to church America, places in we say, a former say, no, or they compare Africa. Said the pastor Brobe Kayano. And to me, you can't compare oranges to apple. You can't compare oranges to apple.
Why?
The same pana Wakasano. Oti America one odidi we are was it being wo honto ade bekwa akotum no duru Ghana being ni ho no onu ni fie de bi se bi ni ho enso sani pakro na wontimi mfa de no to form America no duru Ghana no ade beto form onu ankasa Twene Jonas no ode beto form Time or te bantama hon. Now odidi a ono otimi kipu rubber no won bottom to so bedu fie no de akwa koto ball him. Yet
na papa is it sensible say odi ball abe so bottom e wo krom yakofie University of Legon, University of Ghana Legon campus kra no where we have professors called what there no you need dustbin e wo lord kwan chen obi ka say lord kwan chen dustbin ni hoti no monga bi mfa no mfa wura ngumu a onfa solution maaye
enti meba
go to UCC campus the whole Brekum Abontin a city of Brekum omuni dustbin one esi ho meanwhile ye wo MC you tell 75 million a month
me ya sure
Manigaza I me be friend blessing man
ekrom ha na ye hunu se bibia ekoso no the same issues na ebi nso bi wa ba na mma Abontin the same issue kro no ebi wo abrochire ba na mma Abontin ene ye number 1 number 2 the same nipa no COVID see Ghana obia enko adwuma ne nasefo a na nado ekokoka se obia ento light obia ento ensuo whatever COVID no ano brasia omo hyase safi or the water bay no what light bay ban the same people na ne gina okache say adenti na o san ba beji water bay any light bay e krom ha ye nyina ati abrochire ehefa na mahunu sa se krom ha baabi omutu obi to gold mine anase bibi ho e wo hoda tax nkete na nkrofo atuatua no and no develop klo na ye ya onu ogina the same person call Ghana na ye introduce taxes kra no mubu afu no mu kasa enti kwa beso na se leader no ye wo economy a uchemu mako mensa emutu test entua
no also for your wife from so also be about your wife from so be tax your men from so
the tax no obi ahu no mo de the tax that we pay no we don't see what they used to do. Obi condemn say, Mama, ekuta car, street of
Nanaji hold up. Lawyer, Nanaji hold up.
I didn't finish my summation.
Lawyer,
man, radio na make no. Remember, 1 hour man.
On your platform kakra kura so so. On your platform kakra kura so no ejemu aba. So sa pepe anetie. We are programmed say baby amigina no ehwa na o se migina. It doesn't matter say bedia no baba ye. Ni also de bi ni no baba ye wi no. Wo asem bia wo kan no. Me use tosum. Me so me dia me kan no pa fa kwa dwundwun mu se me dia ne so ntosum a. So what I say? Se nipa ne kasa na hwinsi ya. Are we therefore saying say free me tintin a Nyankopon frɛ ya hye ho asofo. A ye o hye asofo a ye kasa e wi ase adwensa kra maaye no. E ma medu ba bia. Ye be ye kwala to fam ne agai preaching Nana. Are we saying that? Of course not. You understand? Of course not. We are not saying that. For that simple reason, say, Obia when you rule Obia will pray obiase. Ye play obiase and say, who also for Aban, a breast no sense how done what to Wesi, also for be also in research and answer what that what to Wesi 1 more. What they casa Ama the air cost near Diano Babayan. Sapa Pepe will be on the rule. On what choosing the rule, he has carried his own cross. Say me Roni, I'll go out there when I'm free. Na makwako video. Na me the opinion out to one. That's it. The end I said yes of opinion the edge man. On fa. That is how baby are. Also LBC anopa. Also Radio 4 anopa. E wo kron mu anoma. Nick Farari mbetina se. They put a lot of insinuations. And then e cost wo man mi o me gu onom. O ma wie. E yo bia said yes obetuma so ma free honom no ato aso. It's as simple as that. And the ancestor any pan or becasem no. Tinchinature no and also my solution. It is not in his mouth. So my solution. He can pick and choose. What meaning? And you know venting younger, quite person or venting younger. He can pick and choose. The penny beer. Now obeying so asos mu everywhere. It will pick and choose no. Now you see by a baby so my head and baba and your baby one can baby or can you near to us if you want. Also for the can say any pan baby and I say a movie case. Edi attempting ye nanso no yefoaso Debbie me can say the attempting ye his choice. I would not choose that. The first I would not choose the attempting ye. I may decide to buy motorbike that because motorbike misro and then just motorbike ye obesu to we ask so the case on a motorbike so obeyika. It's as simple as that. What I say? Eti me tinedi di atem.
What's up,
what I say?
Lawyer
me tinedi di atem no di atem. Me di atem. What I say? Because ebia na me ni ya antete me sa akwan na so. say me di nipa na tem in plain language. Okay, any kasa kra kan ebi kan kasa bebuom. Ebi kan kasa kwa. Ebi kan kasa tra. Ebi kan kasa pen. It depends on how we be a choose no. It maybe they do any nyina medical kasa me foaso. It na see do any nyina.
I'm still on the floor.
Lawyer,
I'm still on the floor. I'm still on the floor.
Because at the consent, because culture na ye film no, ya mfasa antete yen. It is a ukoba bi na se kobia ni je ekokoba so na se asa ufu ntabane na sefo. Then the player wodi di omutem nyina. Any of them ebetimi a wo no solid.
Also for culture is dynamic. Also for culture is dynamic. And culture changes as quickly as every other thing we are saying. I'm about 15 or 20 cultures now.
Being a man, become a woman. So we are culture. You can't me say. So what in American? Says sooner when the moon or this kasa. Ama ya when your attention here the same sooner and two film. So what Ghana and two by you say what Ghana. Sanya mana wo gina America wa you betting ya Ghana.
There be and so when me anya
because emranya aduma
when me anya
emranya aduma
because a police for babeche no because a police for babeche no when me anya because people sorry abebo no
ameswale ye bi ye boliti okun no besi na ye hu nipa okun no
when me anya ye huntia now any people be ti so Ghana what is one but ye huntia give them chance anything first me can say uni mbentia enipa na yesa nyina na America anasa broche no mobile asa no mutimi yesa on betra Germany on betra America on betra UK asa no mutimi yesa they be we Ghana on musa give them a chance come and live in a free society and they will say it.
It's like that everywhere. America in Snowden while John Russia.
Oh no it's different. No it's different. It's different. Snowden breached a law. Snowden breached a law. Snowden leaky cables is not supposed to leak.
A breach of law. Maybe a defamation of character.
What defaming my character? My character no defaming. No. There is no such thing like insult in any in any free speech, any free society. There's no such thing like that. If anybody feels any there is can also for my memory. So what you way? Na se me babeka bibi found. Na enya is very dominant. There are some things you have to prove. Apart from the stars will be proof class me make bibi e dominant found. Court the club say busa say e die na dia brewa ayesunsanso obone ama.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because emotionally you have been affected. You better assess how you have been affected. Wejumem ye wedi. You better affect why wejumem ye wedi. Etinye say bia o kan sem fa nipa ho ano. Now that is it. But this is a person cry. He gives scenario and upon the scenario he says,
yes.
So if you are doing A, B or C, wejime. On to say bikura.
Me ba cho me na nam go flow.
Because I understand linguistics. Oh, so also watch him 2 minutes, Anna.
I'm a patch kasa we ya ba for me ba.
I find something wrong with it. But what I find wrong with it from linguistic point of view. What I say, and inciting a lot of arguments. And then Anubaba, I said the NTA is CA. You move back, obviously. You belong to one side, I belong to one side. That is the only reason why I would not want him to say it that way. Manen kasam krona. No kas wanye A, B, and C. Sebin Patriotism. Not just only yeno as openino a kakra. If he had said that, you would have no problem.
And only a can
kasamua.
The friends say,
come on, come on, do you understand? Okwa kan kasamua, adwin come on, adwin asay. So, it's a pure linguistics point of view. Anything I mean in adwin. Apart from that, nothing be okay, be no problem with it.
Me pacho, Ozavo, me pacho ma ba from kasa bi me pacho why. Na no from we am esa ba usibi. Na apostle. Aye, ba from pacho finish it. Aye.
We are losing the subject matter. The question was, who is the problem? Who is the problem? Twene Jonas or Ghanaian leaders? nobody has been directly answered the question. Say, Obian answer question directly. Say, is A or B?
I don't know make us say me who assembly be may address it because as I see
I'm just make the support to the now can.
Exactly.
But we real must have blast to kakra start also.
Yes. Let's address here because this agitation air cost no for starting right from Ghana. Right from Ghana. And I on say adeɛ deɛ woyɛ na wonya nkrɔfo no mu hyɛ okutu pane na sefo a ɛnna ma wahodi bi ma yɛ deɛ bɛ wode yɛ no because Jonas nankasa Twene Jonas nankasa wɔ hɔ no sɛ yɛ tene no yɛ tena se abon sɛ adeɛ na ɔno wɔ ni tirimu po bi yɛ wɔ ni tirimu dada a wɔ
also me pacho ma me put a question be real quick me pacho
law you make us you are insinuating so we
me na more floor no Pastor Aban ma me minute na me fan wie
baboko
also me pacho me we saw a question they say yes or no. Who is the problem of Ghana? Twene Jonas or the Ghanaian leaders?
Ghanaian leaders.
Ghanaian leaders. Thank you. And you know, Mamin taking from that angle, now me fan finish him why. And you know, when me agree, say the Ghanaian leaders are the problem. Why are you trying to fight Obi Kitwa to say Twene Jonas? Say Natem Didier Kakra Odi. The problem is the Ghanaian leaders. Hey, Mama mamu history be in New York City history, no, your former New York City, no. Near friend Robert Moses in the 1880s. Robert Moses or New York or to New York or design New York near the Adeno. He want two problems. So we dance baby a basic highway near Mosika near Buagu. America ha all 50 states, you know. If you buy a house or you own the infrastructure on the land, you do not own the land. Why? Because the land belongs to the government. Why? Because you say environmental pollution. So who pollute to what's now? About affecting your baby. Here is the situation, sir. By the way, Galamsey issue is not an Ashanti issue or Ashanti Kingdom issue. It's a Ghanaian problem. The agenda no to resolve Galamsey problem, no, a Ghanaian agenda. Why? The problem is the leadership of the of Ghana. The problem is not Twene Jonas. Twene Jonas no or ye men can say or ye trailblazer beer. What should be follow to open up this conversation? And Twene Jonas, we can fault him so did he attempt fine. Lawyer, but maybe some question. Be me who say and putting for any listeners, be who say is Twene Jonas strategy effective? Is attempted is it getting results? Is it getting any results? Yes or no?
Bible, yes. Before so is he rather describing a situation and analyzing it, or is he really reporting? Or yeah,
thank you. What's an lawyer Casano? I just wanted to support him. No lawyer Casano. You know, person can say we a petitioner, and I say yeah, we condemning the Ghanaian government, you know. So the burden of proof, no, is on you, the petitioner, not the defendant. Pastor Abai, what the make court to say, my baby, you have to be able to prove it. The question is, Twene Jonas, has he been able to prove what he is cursing out or what he is saying? Say, I'll see in Suase, what the pictures are bad, I'll be sure saying Suase. Has he been able to bring anything out to prove his point to say, in fact, and Panifoni Dizemunu? The question is yes. And why are we beating about the bush? Why are we saying, hey, I attended I say. Sometimes, you know, who read Luke chapter 7 from verse 1 in Pokrana? Was it don't judge so that you will not be judged? Luke chapter 7 verse 1 say Bibisa say who read this and say will be or say no catch or say don't give your expensive jewels and pearls to dogs and pigs, for they will trample over it. What I say, and you know, we have justifiable condemnation and unjustifiable condemnation. So my question and my point is in support of Lawyer Ghanaians. Is what Twene Jonas doing justifiable? Yes or no? They are all here, no, irrespective of attempted, is he justifiable? Does he has a valid point? Yes. And you know, if he is justifiable, because me agree with Pastor Jacob, Pastor Brobe say Ghana cannot be like Abroche. Because the education of the Randu Kumano, Ebiani Babesia, Ebiani Penny so Babesia, they have to apply it. Who people more who had the constitution, everything looks good. But I'm contractor no. No master politicians don't do nothing. For Jenny Twene Jonas attempt the deal they say many new but effective.
One need the Jahon men play. Also, maybe I can't what did the Jahon? Me pacho, me mandi kasa kakra wa hase or yas and tower or beso kasa kakra. Me man the best, my baby, you know me and Sabina, yentie your becca. Sanko, lawyer dancer, Sanko, Mandy, or how?
Oh, Mandy, my joy, official panso.
I know who's there, Sanko for.
But what's not from me, Mandy?
I me pacho. Lawyer pacho mute you, honey, mammy.
Are you?
You, me pacho, oba him akasani yankoi.
Prophet Makaba, say a result before. It's all about getting results, how to move Ghana forward. Because they're just 64 years. It's a result. In this fourth republic, we've not gotten the results that we're looking for. Now we have a gentleman, he doesn't even understand the system. He doesn't even know how America was built. Now, I show you more new and we'll see and we'll form glass, whatever. But me give you a mass of American say the mindset of the Americans, the British, the Canadians is not the same mindset as the Ghanaians. And that is the mistake that we keep doing. You voted. Let me take Captain Smart. Captain Smart, the call for Aduma. So recently, almost spending now so on publicity. Obutani said 2016 go to my MPP or saying you name you say yes when in from 2017 7th of January to 2020. Now the promises are in I was telling you